Okay, apologize about that. I was setting the clock. I flipped the screen on this thing to check the time and it shut the video off, and I did not notice it. But anyways, we got that. So we can go in here when we go just like we did to go to setup, and we go to diagnostics, or we can go to maintenance. We can put our engine in, our coach maintenance schedule in here. Check for your air filter. When you do your maintenance, you can put all that in here. Go back to the left, take it back. We can go to diagnostics. We can check our gauges, our inputs. We can go to engine diagnostics. No fault. We can go to ABS. We can check our ABS diagnostics. No fault. And I'm doing this for the first time, so we can check our hardware and software. We can check our internal data. We can do our odometer diagnostics. What's the difference between the odometers? Nothing on this coach. Sometimes you see a 2 or 3 mile difference on it. One is measuring the transmission and one is measuring the engine RPMs. So occasionally you get a variation in there. And that's your options in there. Alright, spray liner. There's a pedal down here. Step on the pedal, move the steering wheel where you want it. It has tilt and telescope. The telescope's a little sticky on this, but as long as you hold the pedal down, it does work. Once you get the steering wheel where you want it, you let go. Turn signal. Your 4-way flashers, you pull out. Your cruise control is right there. Off, on, resume. If you turn it on and hit resume, it raises your RPMs to 1,000 RPMs when you're idling. This is desired. Set is on the end. Why do we want 1,000 RPMs? Rule number 1, we do not want this coach to sit and idle for long periods of time unless we raise the RPMs up. We don't have an exhaust muffler. We have filters. They're very expensive. If you let this thing sit and idle for a long period of time, it will plug the filters up and you'll find out how expensive. So my rule of thumb is, if you're coming in off the road, you want to let this thing idle for about 3 minutes to settle down before you shut it off. If you're not going to shut it off, use the cruise control, turn the cruise on, hit resume. It will put it up to 1,000 RPMs, and then you can just let it idle. So if you can pull over to a roadside, park for a half hour, 20 minutes, just put it on high idle. If you hold resume continuously, like I am right now, it will raise the engine RPMs even higher. You can use this to warm the motor up in the morning. Hit the set button, it'll go back to 1,000 RPMs. Well, hit it twice. There we go. Alright. You can see the parking brake is on. You can see the cruise control icon. We have our fuel, our voltage, our tachometer, our DEF, our speedometer in the middle. Over here, we have air pressure on both bottom gauges, oil pressure, and engine temperature. Ignition switch, stereo, radio. Let's see. So, what is this one? Alright. This little button here brings us here. Sirius XM. I do not know if it has a module in it. Does not appear to. SD card. Navigation. Bluetooth. So, does not have Cirrus, does not have navigation. Has that option, but it's not installed. USB disc, it's got a CD, DVD player in it. Your heater controls. Fan speed at the top, temperature in the middle, and where it's going to there, max AC, AC, all of that. And then you have your night shade, your sunshade, because you have two shades in the front. With the engine running, they're not supposed to come all the way down. Okay, you do. So these do not have the engine. Different shades. Tuscany light, lights up the Tuscany sign. Drawer. And that pretty much is your video. I want to thank you for making a purchase through TerryTown Motorhomes to Go. Hope you enjoy your unit. If you have any questions, feel free to contact your salesman or our service department. Have a great day. Bye.